Here we oh, those were my fingers. All right. I am nice and comfy. Gonna pull the mic a little closer so you can hear me. And now I am going to start spreading the link. You okay? Oh.
Judy's on next week? What? What?
Oh, Jesus. Sorry about that. That is my parents. Okay. Turn the pre-stream off. Get the game going. All right. Right there, just in case I need it. So That's loud in my ears. We last left off on chapter 2. Also, there may be times where I mute because I am sick.
We part ways, he and I. My instincts tell me he is filled with hope, a hope that will drive him ever onwards. Good. Perhaps he is the one, a warrior of pure heart who can deliver us from all evil. Perhaps. I wonder what went through his mind when he saw her there, his beloved. Did he see his dreams, or did he see his future blown away like leaves on the wind? I spy him as he heads out towards the reaches of Pan's influence. A forest lies to the east that leads to the land of the lichens. The ruin of an ancient civilization is there, forgotten and decaying. Once a proud testament to man's ingenuity and vision, it has now been conquered by nature, as she claims all things for her own.
There is one thing I need to check, because I'm wondering if I am kind of quiet. So I'm going to check something. You might hear me twice. There we go. I am kind of quiet. Okay. Bring that up to like 10 decibels. Maybe 10? 10? 8. That's probably good. And then bring this down like right there. And hello? Hello? I wish I could hear myself. Oh, well, I think this is fine. Yeah, because that's just barely at normal talking volume, just under yellow. So that's good. Okay. Main character entry. Oh my god. Zobek. If the Chronicles of the Brotherhood are to be believed, Zobek is one of their longest-serving warriors. The list of heroic deeds attributed to him are as impressive as his vast knowledge of the art of war. Despite his age, he can deploy mighty fighting skills. His weapon of choice is a simple longsword, which he handles with great skill. Unusually, he likes to wear the old-fashioned uniform of the Brotherhood of Light that, according to him, was inherited from one of his ancestors, one of the founding members of the Order. I don't like the accent that I use when I read. Classic folklore. Shit. Classic folklore tells of a mystical spirit that inhabits untamed woodlands, protecting them from harm. Legends tell of different forms of this spirit, often an eagle, a deer, a boar, or even a horse, as well as many others. Some portrait Pan as an evil satyr, while others tell a story of a benevolent and powerful demigod, servant of Mother Nature herself. But mankind, in its arrogance, pollutes and destroys the world, and the old spirits depart, and soon Pan must choose his own fate. Now, for any of you who don't know, I'm reading these because I have a friend who can't see, and he watches this stream, and he's going to watch these VODs too, and I want him to be able to listen to this, because this was his favorite game on the PS3. So, he can't see any of this, so I want him to relive this. Ice Titan. I like how the difficulty was high. This was a fun fight. Buried deep below the surface of an ancient lake, waiting to be found, are the remains of a once great European civilization. Among them, a titan of war. Before Rome, before ancient Greece, this great empire possessed technology that surpassed all others, and this titan marks the pinnacle of their achievements. A great conflict known as the Necromantic Wars obliterated this once thriving civilization, and this great feat of engineering was lost. When the dark spell that isolated the heavens from our earthly plane was cast, the souls of the dead were drawn to this place, and somehow gave new energy to the magic runes, reanimating the Titan one final time. I am going to put you, like, right there. Like, right in my face. What's good? I forgot I could do that. Since I don't know if there's anybody else here, I'm just going to read all of these. Gabriel. As an infant, he was found abandoned at the door of one of the Brotherhood of Light convents. Yeah, that's the word. It is not known who his original parents were. Some suspect he was the unwanted bastard of a local wealthy landowner, most likely from the Cronquist family, though this has never been proved. The order named the boy after the blessed Archangel Gabriel and raised him as one of his own. A precocious, precious, Precocious, precocious, I don't know that word, child. He quickly proved to be extremely talented, developing an unprecedented mastery of the fighting arts. Gabriel took the surname of Belmont from his love of the mountains and the high places of the world. I see where they're going. Prone to dark moods and occasional ambivalence, ambivalence, ambivalence. Gabriel was deeply affected by the death of his childhood sweetheart, Marie. I don't know why I said Mary. He embarked on the quest at the request of the elders of the Brotherhood and has a burning desire for revenge. Marie, the youngest daughter of a rich merchant family, was always attracted by the courageous nature of the Brotherhood of Light. Curious and lively, she often escaped her duties at home in order to help the monks, baking and cleaning for them. During one of these visits, she became acquainted with the boy that would later become her husband, an orphan by the name of Gabriel. Two youngsters made for each other. They grew up together and made promises for the future. These promises were kept when one idyllic morning, with the blessings of both her family and the Brotherhood, the couple were married. Marie proved a good counterpoint to Gabriel's dark moods, and often just her laughter was enough to blow away the gathering storm within him. Now Marie has been tragically murdered, and Gabriel seeks revenge. This is really dark. Like, darker than I expected. And this is, like, really good. This backstory is, like, I'm into it. Alright. So, I'm going to read the monster logs real quick. I think it's good to start the chapter, to start the stream with the monster logs of the new stuff. Alright, so, the lesser lycanthrope. These creatures are humans that have been poisoned with an infectious disease known as the werewolf influenza, which is transmitted in most cases by the bite of another lycanthrope. There's an old saying that goes like this. If you're bitten by a lichen, better to let it gnaw. And like most proverbs, it is probably true. Once infected with the disease, the transformation process can be completed in only a few minutes, after which the victim's mind will have been replaced with the savage instincts of a ruthless predator. The Great Wargs, which I remember having trouble with the Great Wargs. Yeah, I'm going to turn that down to 9. Wargs are the Great Warg. Yeah, these are the ones that the lesser lycanthropes ride. Wargs are the principal strength of large lycanthrope riding parties. Some of them are blessed by the Dark Lord himself, which gives them new powers, such as improved strength and wound regeneration. Due to the nature of this blessing, their powers are heightened. These powers are heightened by a full moon. So they get stronger in a full moon. So, regular wargs. Little is known about these fierce wolf-like beasts, except that they appeared soon after the coming of the lycanthrope Dark Lord. Despite their wild looks, wargs are fairly intelligent creatures, capable of being tamed by lesser lycanthropes, who ride them in battle. Wargs are ferocious creatures that attack opponents with razor-sharp claws and sharp, deadly teeth. Oh, the Great Warg was the first boss. The wargs are the ones that they ride. Goblins! These diminutive, mischievous, and crabby creatures usually avoid contact with humans. Goblins make their homes around tree roots and mossy, damp areas, and like to hunt in packs. Although they can be aggressive when threatened, goblins usually prefer to keep far from men and their dwellings. Goblins are a species on the verge of extinction, and before too long they will pass into history and then myth. Naiad? It's kind of like dryad, except Naiad, Naiad? I think that's how it's pronounced. A large part of the danger in the swamps lies in the hands of creatures known as naiads. These living things are usually passive, lying inconspicuous on riverbeds and in muddy, damp places, waiting until someone stumbles in range. When they attack, their unfortunate victims usually mistake their limbs for branches and are soon drowned and eaten. In days gone by, these once beautiful creatures were worshipped and sacrifices were made to them, but they are now forgotten by humans and have become evil predators, plaguing a both wandering man and beast alike. The Swamp Troll. I remember the Swamp Troll. He's a fun fight. Swamp trolls are a rare species of the larger cave troll. Although similar in appearance to their dryland cousins, the thick fur has been replaced with a slimy coating similar to wet mold. They spelled mold weird. They spelled it with a U. Why did they spell it with a U? Hold on a minute. I'm getting my phone. I'm not doing anything right now. Yeah, they spell it with a U. That's weird. They spell it Mould, which better suits the damper weather of their habitat. Swamp trolls are ferocious in battle and display a cunning that belies their outward appearance. All right, let us begin. How do I play this game? Oh, I'm remembering. Never mind, he says as he falls. I didn't see that grapple point. Oh, there's a dead body. Oh, man. We have a scroll. My comrade in arms has ventured onwards while I rest here a while. The heat of the sun is relentless, and my wound plagues me still. I gave him my life gem in hope that he may find provisions before nightfall, for our stocks run low. He is a good lad, strong and eager, Yet he needs to learn patience in combat if he is to survive. I hope the life gem wasn't given in vain. Yeah, well, you're kind of dead. Oh no. Oh, I thought that was a death. I thought that was a death pit. I was so scared. Like, no, don't do this to me. X is light attack. That's the grapple button. Yeah, it's the grab. Okay. I have to remember how to play this game. This is gonna suck. It's not gonna suck. It's not gonna be that bad. This game's really fun. These are neutral element orbs. You're able to absorb them thanks to the light magic medallion that Zobek gave you. Use the left stick. Oh. Oh my god. Okay. All right. So, all right. So, anytime I mute my mic, by the way, that's just me coughing. So I'm saving you guys the earful. Light magic is dope because you're just beating bitches in the head for health back. Now I could find light gem medallions. Not well, I mean now I can find light gems. Why does it feel like there's a spot for another one? Why does it feel like there's so many items in this game? This is a neutral elemental energy. What? See, I just noticed they're using the word neutral. So I was going to ask, like, why is it... Ugh. Oh, here we go. Now we're in for a fight. Oh, this combat's really fun. Once you figure out like what you're supposed to be doing. This is great. I won't say the game is getting easier, because this game can very much still kick your butt. I mean, kick it real hard. But if all enemies drop the light energy when you're not in light energy mode, I'm wondering how basically strong light energy can be to the player. If you get where I'm going. It's like, it's a very powerful resource that if you know how to use it, you can basically negate the difficulty. Or is it like, this is stupidly overpowered and you don't really have to try? I doubt it. I doubt it's the latter. I doubt it's the latter. I feel like it's more the former. The focus scroll. Combat focus is an ancient technique. Once focused, a capable warrior can extract it. Wow. Oh, it's the focus. Oh. Fight well. And don't use magic. Hang on, hon.